Come fly with me, we'll float down to Peru.
A true entertainer, Frank Sinatra did more than just singing throughout his career. In the early 30s, Sinatra was destined to become a movie star. Frank was a true performer. He could do anything from dry comedies to the rigid character studies of drama and crime films.
Fly me to the moon, let me play up there with those stars.
Starting off early in musicals, he slowly made his way to be a more prominent star. A legendary entertainer that all of us know, even if we aren't aware. Frank began his acting career slowly when he was put into the popular musicals of the era. His first prominent film was Anchors Aweigh with Gene Kelly, but when it came for Stanley Donen and Gene Kelly to direct their first feature, On the Town, they knew who they wanted. Frank Sinatra plays Chip, one of the 3 sailors that are on leave for 24 hours in New York City. Together, they wreak havoc in the city attempting to find love. His performance is topical. His depth is only for the surface level entertainment of the era. What makes his performance so captivating is his voice. His magical voice stands out the most as many scenes revolve around the musical numbers. Always a self-conscious dancer, this performance shows his versatility in what he could do as an entertainer. In the late 40s, Sinatra experienced a drought in his professional career. He was becoming known as a diva, and most people didn't want to work with him.
And did it my way.
The thing that changed the direction of his career was his performance as Angelo Maggio in From Here to Eternity. Directed by Fred Zinnemann, the story takes place in the US Army base in Hawaii. The role was only as a supporting actor, but Frank understood the character viscerally and campaigned heavily for himself to get the part. His portrayal as a troubled immigrant soldier who suffers from addiction and depression was personal to Sinatra at the time, as he was considered done in the industry. His performance would go on to win him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor.
The winner is Frank Sinatra, and congratulations.
Back in the limelight, Sinatra returned to musicals.
Mr. Booze, Mr. B-double-O-Z, don't ever choose.
One of his more elegant performances in a musical is alongside Doris Day in Young at Heart. Directed by Gordon Douglas, the film is about the lives of 3 sisters in a musical family, whose lives are changed on the arrival of a composer. There is a difference that takes place between this musical and others he had done in the past. Young at Heart has a greater depth and character, as Sinatra's Barney Stone becomes more subtle and nuanced. His character is cynical, yet charming, as he falls in love with Doris Day's character. The song, Young at Heart, went on to become wildly popular during that time as well.
To be young at heart.
A must-see from Frank Sinatra that may make you look at him with a different light as an actor is Man with the Golden Arm.
Everybody needs somebody. But you can do better than him.
From Otto Preminger, the film is an independent piece of cinema that often goes unrecognized. Sinatra plays Frankie Machine, an addict that has to come to terms with addiction in order to figure out his true self. The self-deprecation and lingering anger that was portrayed in From Here to Eternity seems to return as he takes on this character study. Teaming up again with Dean Martin is the romance drama Some Came Running, about a veteran returning home to deal with family secrets and the small-town drama that comes along with it. Directed by Vincente Minnelli, the film also stars Shirley MacLaine as a love interest. Sinatra plays Dave Hirsch, someone who longs for love and to cure his loneliness as he navigates life in the town. Sinatra famously had a terrible time on the set of this film, although it turns out to be one of his best performances.
Goodbye, Mr. Harbison.
Oh, you leaving?
No, you are.
As the 60s came in, Sinatra's prowess in the film industry grew. He was regarded as a star who brought audiences into the theater to see him.
You could never love a woman like you love danger.
Directed by Louis Milestone, the film centers around Sinatra's character Danny Ocean, a heist man who gathers a group of his World War II compatriots to pull off the ultimate heist in Las Vegas. Together, the team of 11 friends rob 5 casinos in one night. Although this is not Sinatra's greatest performance, it shows his wittiness and confidence of the era. He felt he was the boss, and this performance exudes that.
You're not gonna get any younger hanging around here. What do you want?
Along with his pals Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and Peter Lawford, the Rat Pack is on full display. From John Frankenheimer is The Manchurian Candidate, a film about an American prisoner of war in Korea who was brainwashed as an assassin for communist conspiracy. Sinatra plays the lead, Sergeant Bennett Marco, who is attempting to kill the presidential nominee. His chilling performance seems insipid, but for the right cause, as his mind is not fully there. The narrative of the film puts Bennett Marco in a confusing space, which Sinatra handles perfectly. In a biopic about a famous comedian in the first half of the 20th century, Sinatra plays Joe E. Louis. Directed by Charles Vidor, the film follows the comedian throughout his time in the 1930s and 1950s. Sinatra starts as a young singer who gets his talent taken away when his throat is slashed. Making him an alcoholic and a compulsive gambler because of his lack of an ability to do what he loves, he must find another way to be successful. The film shows Sinatra dealing with the life woes that have been handed to someone.
Yeah, that's life. That's life and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart won't buy it.